Okay, we're going to talk about translating simple word problems into equations. Okay, so let's say for our very first problem here, we're going to have that Susie is 40 years old. This is 2 years more than twice Wilson's age. Okay, we want to take this and we want to write an equation with it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look at is the fact that Susie is 40 years old. And then we're going to look at the next sentence. It says that this is 2 years more than twice Wilsie's age. Okay, well, we know that is means equal mark, so I'm going to underline that twice. Okay, we've also got a number 2 in there that we're going to use, and that is more than. Now, more than means to add, so we know that's going to be a plus. And it's 2 years more than twice Wilson's age. All right, so twice means to multiply. All right, and it means to multiply times 2. All right, Wilson's age, we don't know what that is, so we're going to call that a variable. I'm just going to call it n. All right, well, here we know that we've got an equal mark, and we've got something equals 2 plus 2 times n. Okay, so this is what we know. We've got an equal 2 plus 2 times n. All right, but we got to figure out, well, what does that thing right there equal? Okay, well, that's when you come back up here and you look at what's in front of the word is. It says this. Well, this what? Okay, this is when we get into a little English lesson. That's called pronoun, noun, antecedent. This pronoun is modifying a noun. It is modifying Susie's age. Well, that means it's coming back to 40 years old. So that would be 40, and that would be your equation. Okay, so now that we've got our equation, what we're going to do is we're going to find out, well, how old is Wilson? All right, so what you can do, and what a lot of you like to do, is you like to get your variable on the left side. So you like to switch this around, which is fine. You can switch it around. You don't have to, but we will. Okay, so I'm going to put the 2 plus 2n on the left side and move that 40 over here to the right side. Draw a little line down the middle, and we're going to solve it. Okay, so we're going to subtract this 2, and it's going to give us 2n equals 38, and then we're going to divide by 2, and so that gives us the n is 19. So the correct way to write our answer is to say that Wilson is 19 years old. And like that, you're done. Okay, so let's look at another one. Let's look at a second problem here. Okay, so this is going to be problem number 2. All right, let's say that Amber has $5. This is 1 more than how much does Paula have? Okay, so here we go again. All right, we know that Amber has $5. This is, and again, is means equal mark. One, there's one of your numbers, more than, that means to add, half of what Paula has, okay? So half, of course, we can use the fraction bar, 1/2 of, that means to multiply. And what Paula has, well, we don't know what she has, so that's going to be our variable. We can call it n or we can call it an x. I think I'm calling it x this time. Okay, so we've got something is equal to one more than, that's 1 plus, half of, all right, 1/2 times x, half of what Paula has, 1/2 times x. So 1/2 times x, that's how we write it. Okay, now what is this equal to? Okay, one more than half of what Paula has is equal to what Amber has. Again, this word this goes back to the 5 right here. Okay, and we're going to solve this. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 1. And then multiply by my reciprocal. Okay. And Paula has $8.